human-computer interaction.
For as long as computers have existed, the field of human and computer interaction has been focused on researching and implementing the most effective and efficient means of interfacing with technology. HCI has been relatively stagnant in the past decades, as the era of the desktop computer has resulted in mostly homogeneous standards for most computing devices, both in terms of input and output. This has been beneficial towards end users, as skills developed with one kind of device or platform are completely transferable to many others. It has also created a stable environment for tool builders, who have been able to continually refine and improve their tool sets without having to start over from scratch. The past standards of HCI have all been focused around improving and maintaining the usability of the desktop computer. The recent developments along this path resulted in widespread interface consistency was due to the simultaneous development and success of several key technologies and ideas, such as Windows managers and toolkits, event languages, interactive graphical tools, component systems, scripting languages, hypertext, and object-oriented programming. But the past standardization of HCI is now facing a massive upheaval as we enter into the age of ubiquitous computing. The past decade has shown us that the future of computing is going to be nothing like the past. Devices of today and tomorrow will incorporate wildly varying input and output capabilities, and there is a growing user expectation of cross-device communication and interaction. Advancements in recognition-based user interfaces and 3D technology have shown that integration within personal devices is both feasible and desired. By examining the state of HCI today, we can gain a better picture of what the future of HCI might look like. The field of human and computer action is currently at a crossroads in development. For decades, the limitations of technology and the standardization among interfaces resulted in a single industry standard for interaction, the famous trinity of mouse, keyboard, and monitor. For years it was considered the pinnacle of user interaction, and rightfully so, because it represented the best possible fusion of technology and usability. With the mouse serving as a low-threshold method for manipulating any kind of graphical user interface, and the keyboard as an extension of the typewriter, and the monitor as a sort of hybrid between an electronic display of a desk and a television set, the ultimate standard for HCI had been made. The fact that this general model for computer interaction has gone unchanged for so many years is a testament to its simplicity, effectiveness, and overall compatibility. But the past decade has shown that technology is finally catching up to the point where long-desired innovations in the field of HCI are finally becoming possible. The video game industry has long experimented with alternative means of user interaction, often through the use of controllers which serve to interpret small movements or actions into much larger ones. But the real development of the last 10 years has been the idea of touch computing, the combination of mouse, keyboard, and monitor into a single device that can be operated with just a simple touch of a finger. Some of the most cutting-edge research into HCI is taking place within the video game industry. In response to the success of the Wii and its motion-based interface, Sony and Microsoft have been developing their own systems in order to expand their user base. But it is Microsoft's Project Natal that could advance the field of HCI beyond what was considered possible with today's technology. Unlike Nintendo or Sony's offerings, Microsoft's Project Natal is a completely controller-free interface that represents a paradigm shift in computer interaction. It relies on a sensor bar that incorporates advanced gesture technology.
So, you've come back for more, Ian.
Yep, let's do it.
This should be good. Let's begin.
Facial recognition technology. And voice recognition technology.
For 500 points, what is the answer? Ian Dixon.
Millard Fillmore.
Microsoft's Project Natal is expected to be released later this year. Touch computing has given users an alternative to the traditional keyboard and mouse combination, offering instead the use of either a stylus or finger as an input device. Tablet, or touch computers, were first introduced in 2001 with Microsoft's public tablet PC. Tablet PCs receive their input from a stylus, but they also maintained a standard keyboard and trackpad combination as well. These tablet PCs worked great in classrooms for purposes such as note-taking or presenting, or in circumstances where it wasn't possible to use a keyboard and mouse. Tablet PCs were not widely adopted because they were so expensive, and they could not match the input speed of a traditional keyboard. Another device that has recently been making waves in touch computing is the Microsoft Surface. Words don't do the device justice, so here's a video demonstrating what the Surface has to offer.
During the social hour, drinks will arrive at the table and put on a little show. Setting the stage for another order of chocolate pie or the decadent cheesecake. Thinking of buying a phone over your lunch hour? It's a whole new ballgame. Now new phones practically introduce themselves, virtually bragging about their unique abilities.
Mobile touch computing has also been incorporated into mainstream mobile devices like the iPhone, the Android, the Palm Pre, iPods, and recently, the Apple iPad. Having touch technology on these devices gives the user the ability to control their device with just their finger. This gives the user quick and intuitive control over any part of the screen of their device, making wide use of screen real estate provided by the various sizes of these touch input devices. Despite an explosion of both new devices and advanced technology, the future of HCI still remains uncertain. Although recognition-based user interfaces are a long-hoped-for milestone in the field, it remains to be seen how much of Project Natal is working technology, and how much of it is just smoke and mirrors. Likewise, despite the advent of touch computing in the mainstream sector, it's still unclear whether this technology will simply supplement traditional computing, or whether it has the potential to overtake it completely. Although both of these technologies are still in their infancy, it may turn out that the versatility and simplicity of traditional computer interaction simply cannot be beat.